Hi guys, welcome to the FPL duo. Welcome to our channel, and today we're going to go through some FPL transfers and players we're looking to bring in, who we're looking to avoid, and who we should sell. And yeah, just going through our teams. A quick video today. Obviously, we found out there's been a couple of fixture postponements regarding Liverpool and the Watford games, so we will talk about that in brief because we have another video coming out tomorrow of our team selection. So we will explain more on that video. And we also have another deadline stream on Sunday. Sorry, yeah, Sunday. So if we just bring up the teams. So this is your team, right?
Yep,
And
this
then
is
if you want to talk,
current.
if you want to go through your team,
Yeah,
and then
so in goalkeeper I have Ramsdale, who's
mhm,
against Norwich away.
yep,
And for my defence I have Reece James, who's got Aston Villa away as well.
okay,
And we've got DS, who's playing Leicester home. And then Cancelo, who's playing also Leicester home.
yep, and then
And then you've got Trent Alex, who's playing Leeds home, but won't be playing Leeds home because that game is postponed.
yep. So we will come on to that later. But let's check your midfield.
So yeah, midfield, you got Bowen, you got Bernardo, Jota, and Salah. Obviously, Jota Salah won't be playing.
Yeah. So and then also your forward line is looking like this.
And yeah, Antonio and King. Antonio might not play either because obviously he's got COVID and might not play the match against Southampton at home.
Okay,
But
yeah. So sorry. We're gonna go on to so obviously your bench.
yeah, the bench, you got Foster, who's out until 15th of January on an
Mhm.
injury for his groin. Johnson is actually back because he played last night against Tottenham. So ignored the yellow exclamation mark for that hamstring injury. He is no longer injured. He is now fit.
Mhm.
And we got Wilson and Skip on the player bench.
Okay, so the potential transfer that you'll be making this week is well Johnson to Lamptey. We've put
Yeah, because of the outdated information on Ben Johnson, I will change that potential transfer to another player.
Mhm.
So instead, possibly, I will probably switch out Skip, the midfielder, for Martinelli instead.
Okay. Okay,
As
let's go through your idea about that. Why would you bring Martinelli in? Well, we'll come back. Actually, we'll come back to that, wouldn't we?
yeah,
Later on in the video. So I'll just quickly go through my team. So obviously, I've got Ramsdale who's going to play. My defense, I've got Reece James, Alonso, which are double Chelsea defense against Villa. Cancelo playing Leicester. Trent postponement. I got Bowen against Southampton. I'm confident for Bowen. I think he could get a decent score here. I'd be keeping him if anyone's got Bowen. Foden, hopefully he's back after his dropping of against Newcastle, and hopefully he starts. Jota and Salah both will be missing, obviously, because of this postponement. And then my forward line is Antonio and Dennis, who Dennis will also be missing because Watford's game is now postponed as well. So I'm in a bit of a pickle. But the potential transfer, sorry, just my bench. My bench isn't great. So I've got Sanchez. I've got Antonio, who might be a doubt, who might not even play because he had COVID and he missed the last game due to COVID. We've got Livramento on the bench, who I'll probably have to play this week if I decide to do a transfer, and Brownhill, who I'll also have to play, even though I don't really want to. Also, the potential transfer I'm looking to make is Salah, and I can't believe I'm saying this, to Son. And that is
shocking.
because I will come on to why. But obviously, with Liverpool not having a fixture, with the postponement, obviously, I think Son is a great pick. If you are willing to get rid of Salah, drop down to Son, and then because of the postponement, and then Salah has, I think it's Leicester, and then Chelsea, and then he goes away to AFCON. It could make sense to bring in a Son, and then if you want to play with that Salah, take that risk. I think it could pay off, but that's only if I might even free hit. So that's another, another whole topic. Would we be free hitting? But these are the transfers we're looking to bring in, and if we just go on our individual players, these are the suggested players that we would be looking to transfer in. So first is obviously Watkins. Ollie Watkins has Chelsea this week, and then he's got Leeds and Brentford. But he has an expected goals per 90 of 0.40 and an expected assist per 90 of 0.06, which is decent. And he will play 90 minutes. And also, he will have a double game week, I assume, because obviously the postponement that happened last week. I'll let you discuss the next player, but
Oh yeah, this is my favorite one because Martinelli, he did well in his last match. I haven't realised he's actually done well in his previous matches, but he's been under the radar, very, very mysteriously under the radar because he's still 4%. 4.7% owned, and he's very cheap. He's 5.3 million, so
yeah,
he could be a good alternative for Smith Rowe, who's well over 20% ownership and costs 6.1 million. So
yeah,
and obviously his XG per 90 is 0.51, and his X assists per 90 is 0.26. So they're even higher than Watkins at the moment. So
yeah.
I'll say that's a good suggestion to have for a cheap, low-owned midfielder.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Martinelli's stats do look very good, especially for the price, and it looks like he is now first team. And Smith Rowe is the one that's dropped to the bench because the last two games, Smith Rowe's played on the bench and he's come on to score. So Martinelli, I do like that pick. And if I was free hitting or looking to bring in an Arsenal player, Martinelli will be at the top of my list for Arsenal. The last, obviously, player on this list is Diaz. I'd be looking to bring in Ruben Diaz because if you look at his obviously his stats, he's not a goal threat, but we like the fact that he is nailed as you can get as a City player. He plays pretty much every game. City, Leicester, I expect a clean sheet against Leicester, even though it could be a bit tough. But City are on a roll right now. Then they got Brentford, another good fixture, and then obviously Arsenal and Chelsea are tougher fixtures. But the reason we like Diaz is because he's nailed. He plays every week. He might get you an odd goal if you get lucky. He did score the other day, which was a bit fortunate against Newcastle. But yeah, we do like Diaz. If you are willing to triple up on City assets, he's one we definitely get as a non-rotation risk type player. But also, the other player that would be looking to bring in, if I'm suggesting a player, is Cristiano Ronaldo. So obviously, we made this video at the time of recording. Obviously, things have changed a lot, and with the Liverpool game being called off, and Dennis and the Watford strikers, well, a lot of people have King and Dennis, as far as I'm aware. So if you can stretch to Ronaldo, it does make sense to potentially bring in Ronaldo because Ronaldo's fixtures are very good. So if I just bring this up, if you bear with me for 2 secs, I'm just going to show you a couple of the fixtures. So if I share with you my team here, but let's bring this up. So who does stand out to you this week if you're looking at the fixtures like that?
Arsenal and Norwich, fancy Man City, Leicester, and even Man United and Newcastle. Even though I don't expect Man United to do that great in the match, even though it's Newcastle, but you never know.
Yeah, so obviously we're looking at the fixtures in front of us, and because of also we've got massive news that dropped yesterday that we haven't done a video for, but obviously everyone will know that there's a new free hit chip. So we will have 2 free hits now through a season, which is quite controversial because some people are happy about it, others are not so. are not so happy. But with the free hit chip coming into play now, a lot of FPL managers will be free hitting this week, and that raises a whole new conundrum for looking to bring in players. And I have a feeling because there's no Salah um, this game week, you will see a lot of people captaining potentially Ronaldo or even Son of Spurs, and that is what we have to maneuver this game week. Should we free hit is a question. We will go into more deeper analysis in our next video, but we will go through a little quick video, just a little tinker video we will do at the end where we will pick 11 players, and if we was to pick, who would we play for this week? So if I bring up my team again, so I got my pick team, and then now let's go on transfers. So you bear with me for a sec. All right, so this is how my team's looking right now. So as of now, obviously I don't have a full team, a full 11 playing, because Trent missing, Salah, Jota we know are missing, and also Antonio could be missing as he's still flagged, and Dennis we know 100% will be missing the game. So if I was to do who would you look to bring in, like in a free hit team? Would you say, like, if we were free hitting this week? Obviously we haven't decided if we are going to free hit, but if you were free hitting, just off the top, initial thoughts, who would you be looking to bring in? Who's a must-have player this week?
Must-have player this week seems to be Son for Salah, because Son has 8,000 transfer ins and Salah's getting transferred out as we speak a lot at the moment. But Son is, because he done so well in the late Spurs match, he looked really good in that, really strong. Even Kane did as well for a first in like goodness knows how many weeks since his bad performance. So I would recommend Son being the best choice for the free hit. But I would say also, if I was going to do a free hit, I was going to replace Trent with another Man City defender and have a double Man City defense like I do at the moment. And for Jota, I would replace the midfielder with Martinelli, because obviously he's cheap. That can release some money in the budget to spread somewhere else. And seeing as Antonio might not play and Dennis, getting another forward, I would suggest Ronaldo if you got enough money to get him in as well.
All right.
That should really be the good.
All right, let's just play around quickly and see what we'd actually do if we were free hitting this week. Let's just do an initial free hit team for everyone watching, because obviously things have changed since our since yesterday with the free hit now becoming a viable option for managers. We're just gonna go off the top, just nothing too planned. But if we was to free hit, who would you bring in goalie wise? I'm thinking we could play Ramsdale, and maybe I'm thinking De Gea.
Yeah, for Ramsdale, De Gea.
Could probably afford both and have a bench option. So if we was playing defenders, who looks good to you this week? I think Cancelo's got to play.
Yeah, Cancelo and Diaz.
Let's bring in the expensive players first. So here, Son, we add him in. Let's add in Ronaldo. Harry Kane. Do you think Harry Kane's a good option? Even though he's not been at it. I mean, he got a goal against Liverpool, but
yeah, not convinced yet. From after, even though he scored that goal and had many chances, I'm still not convinced about him. But we'll see.
Fair enough. So, if I was to free hit, this is something I'd be looking to do. So, if we got Arsenal, obviously Martinelli is one we'd look to bring in. Just find Martinelli here. Maybe double. Would you go double Arsenal midfield? Maybe Odegaard or someone. I don't know.
I wouldn't be too sure who because there's another midfielder that plays 90 minutes. Oh, Saka, actually. If I
Yeah,
went to
Saka,
double.
Smith Rowe. I don't know if he'll start, but Smith Rowe is one. I'll probably still keep Foden, even though he might not play, but I like Foden. What other fixtures are there where you think a clean sheet? Maybe an Arsenal defender, maybe Tierney or someone like that.
Yeah, definitely an Arsenal defender.
Yeah.
Like Tierney or Tomiyasu.
So who are the three? So we'll play 3-5-2.
Yeah.
Who would you play? The three defenders. So if we got Tierney, Cancelo, and someone else, if you see the fixtures, can you bring the fixtures up on your If you bring the fixtures out, let me know what other defenders you'll be looking good.
If I was to prefer defender, I would probably have James anyway. Even though Chelsea's defense is not looking that great at the moment, it's just handy to have James because you can still get an assist or even get a goal. Still.
Okay, and midfield, we're saying, would you go Bowen? Potentially.
Yeah, I'll definitely go Bowen because he did score in the cup match yesterday against Spurs. He got the
Who have they got? Southampton, isn't it?
They do have Southampton next, so it's a good fixture.
Yeah, I've got 20 million, and this is how my team's looking. I'll probably leave Livramento in there, cheap budget player, and he's going to play. I'll probably bring in someone like a Broya, cheap, that's going to play. And then it could probably bring in another cheap, maybe bring in a cheap player here as well. Maybe bring in Brownhill. And then I've got 6.4 million to spend on my defense. So I could upgrade and get a cheap defender. Who's another cheap defender that will bring in?
Ben Johnson could be a cheap defender now that he's back. And if he's
who's he playing against?
West Ham. They play against Southampton.
Okay, let's say Johnson. This is nothing planned, and we have another 12 million to spend, in theory. So we could do something crazy and a bit differential. Maybe a Rashford.
Yeah, Rashford.
Even though it's a pick out of, if I should bring back my team. So if it's something like this, that is something where if we was free hitting ourselves, we'd be looking at something like this. So maybe you can upgrade the defense because I've still got some money to upgrade my defense. But we could take Johnson out actually, and then maybe bring in. I'd actually play Diaz.
Yeah, having double Man City is good because they have 6 clean sheets in a row now.
I'll play Diaz here. So this could be a free hit team and have a Rashford as a little differential because Man United, Newcastle, that fixture, Man United have had, a bit of a rest because obviously they haven't played in a while. So if we were free hitting, obviously we haven't planned it out exactly how we want it. But initially, this is what we think. We'll do another video on, tomorrow discussing exactly what we think for a free hit team. But we're looking at something like this, just roughly. But what transfers as well? So Ronaldo, we've mentioned, will we look to bring Ronaldo in if you haven't had him, as he's a great captaincy option for this week. Son, another great captaincy option this week, we think. Martinelli is a good, cheap option to have. I think he's now going to play. It looks like he's going to start most games now. Foden, I still like the look of Foden, even though he got dropped last game. I'd look to keep him if you have him. And yeah, Bowen looks good. Kane, I think, could be a good differential if you are free hitting. Obviously, I'd probably have him in my free hit team. But yeah, so those are. What else do you reckon? Anyone else you haven't really mentioned that you look to bring in?
Well, I haven't actually got Ollie Watkins in my team yet, and he has got fixtures coming up. So I was considering transferring him out for Antonio, but I'm in 2 minds for that, whether to just keep Antonio because I've had him for a while, even though he hasn't got anything for me, like 1 goal and an assist. I still would like to keep him because his fixtures are still good once he's returned back from his absence. But
Yeah. Okay.
I'll have to really think about that close to the time.
Yeah. So those are the transfers guys we'll be looking to bring in. Our main priorities we mentioned, we think Ronaldo would be a heavily owned player this week. And captains wise, it could make sense because Cancelo is another option. I think people could captain this week if you want to play a bit more riskier. But yeah, that's just a quick video, guys, wrapping up on our thoughts on who we'd be looking to bring in. And also, actually, let's do 2 players we'll be getting rid of. Because we've spoke about who we'll be bringing in: Ronaldo, Martinelli, Kane, TNE potentially. Who would we be getting rid of? Who should we transfer out?
Oh, that's a difficult decision because I've got 2 transfers this week and I have to make one. So it'll probably be one of my bench players because I've got Skip on my bench. I probably have to substitute him out for Martinelli.
Okay.
That's probably my original choice that I'll probably stick to. And my other transfer could be.
Yeah, I was thinking someone like Bernardo Silva. If you've got Bernardo Silva, I'd look to probably take him out.
Yeah.
Also, another one I had in mind was Rudiger. Because obviously, I'm not feeling that double Chelsea defense. I think Chelsea do have a bit tougher fixtures coming up. If I just go and check. So Chelsea have Aston Villa, Brighton, Liverpool, and Man City, and then Spurs. So if you are on double Chelsea defense, I wouldn't mind getting rid of Rudiger if I had him. So they're the 2 players I'd be looking to get rid of because I know a lot of people have Rudiger and Bernardo Silva. So those 2. But yeah, what you reckon about that?
Yeah, I have Bernardo, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure about Bernardo. I think I'd rather prefer someone else, but I don't know who that would be. That's similar price to Bernardo. But at the same time, I do like Bernardo because he does create chances and gets chances on goal. And also,
fair enough. But yeah, let's just wrap this up video quickly. So if everyone watching this video, please like, comment, share. Also, drop a subscribe. And yeah, we just appreciate everyone watching this video. We try to come with early content every week. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed these videos. And just if you could drop a like, we'd appreciate your support. It helps us out a lot and motivates us to do more of these videos. But yeah, we'll just be wrapping up today. And yeah, we'll be back again for a team selection video tomorrow.
yeah,
So which is Friday the 24th, Christmas Eve. We'll be back, and then we also will plan to do a deadline stream on Boxing Day, which should be interesting because there's a lot of, we don't know even before that day there could be another 2 or 3 fixtures. Man United fixtures could get cancelled. Anything can happen. So we'll wait till the last minute before we do transfers, or you hit your free hit button. A lot to go through, and yeah, just a quick video on our transfer tips, guys. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks guys. See you on the next video.
Cheers.
Bye.